We begin with new details on this fire. A woman airlifted to the hospital after accidentally burning down her own home.
And 10 News reporter Jeff Lasky was in Carlsbad when the helicopter arrived. And Jeff, you just talked with the roommates who rescued her from the burning home.
Yeah, Kimberly and Steve, it was horrible listening to them talk about literally seeing their friend burning in the fire. And this happened about a block down here on Ridgeview. There's still a fire truck down there, investigators still down there working. Neighbors smelled the smoke. They came running outside. One 10 News viewer grabbed her phone and immediately began to record the flames. Flames tore through the upper level of the house. The roommates say the fire started in the bedroom of the homeowner, Barbara Struther. She left a candle on and went into the backyard. Her roommate, Dennis Maroney, went inside and smelled smoke. He immediately ran out of the house, but for some reason, Struther went back inside the burning room. Maroney heard her scream. He and the other roommate ran to save her.
Black smoke, so thick you couldn't even see her breathe, you know. It was horrible.
And you could probably hear her.
Yeah, I could hear her, yeah. She was screaming in there, yeah. But luckily she didn't stay in there any longer, you know. She'd have been burned up for sure.
They got her out of the house while a plumber who was working next door used a garden hose to fight the fire. We pulled up right when the helicopter arrived to take Struther to UCSD Medical Center. Struther was conscious, breathing through a mask, but we could see burns all down her right arm and hand. Yeah, the fire battalion chief tells me that Struther's burns are moderate. It took about 24 firefighters half an hour to put the flames out here at the home. The damage, at least $200,000. Maroney tells me that all of their stuff, smoke damage, the Red Cross is coming to help them find a place to live because they are just not going to be able to stay here for quite a while. Live in Carlsbad, Jeff Lasky, 10 News.
Such a shame. Thank you, Jeff. Happening now in Escondido, remembering the mother shot in the head while driving home from church, the victim of a gang shootout. A candlelight vigil in honor of Kathy Kennedy begins in just a few minutes. And 10 News reporter Rachel Bianco is live at City Hall. Rachel, her family says this is what she would have wanted.
Absolutely, Kimberly, and they're just beginning to get things set up here. They have a table over here with a program of what's going to be happening, and then over here we have members of her church. They're just practicing some of the songs that they plan to sing. And then over here along the wall, we actually have a collage of pictures of Kathy Kennedy. You can see here she is with her husband, and then on the end, that's Kennedy and her 24-year-old daughter. She was a devout Catholic, and her family says she would want people to come together to work toward peace in this community. She was also a mom, a wife, and a dedicated leader of her church, and a beloved dental hygienist at the office where she worked for 22 years. Kennedy was on her way home from church last Tuesday night when a stray bullet hit her right in the head. She was driving down East Grand when police believe she drove right through the gun battle. We just spoke with her uncle, and he says the tragedy still has not sunk in yet.
I'm not sure that they really cried yet. So I think that's going to come later. But, it's just so senseless, you know. You're coming home from doing good for people, and you get, you know, shot, killed.
And again, that's a picture of Kennedy and her husband, Kevin. They were only married a few years ago. They met at the church where he was also very involved with the activities there. Again, this vigil is about to get started around 6:30. We will be here and have more for you coming up live at 7 o'clock. Reporting live in Escondido, Rachel Bianco, 10 News.
It's an absolute shame. Thank you, Rachel. New at 6, dozens of cameras snapping your license plate number could be going up in the North County. The Carlsbad City Council is talking about installing 51 of them at tonight's meeting. The information would then be used for things like tracking down stolen cars and locating abducted children in Amber Alerts. And even though the police department would not store your personal information, some people still feel like this would be an invasion of privacy.
I find it horrendously invasive that for the hundreds of thousands of people that go through an intersection like this, that they are going to watch all the innocent people to find the needle in the haystack to find the guilty person.
Well, some local law enforcement agencies have license plate readers on police cars, but these would be the first mounted in fixed locations, recording 24 hours a day. Los Angeles has been testing them for more than a decade now, and because of that, there are already safeguards in place to protect your personal information from hackers. California passed a bill back in 2015 requiring a privacy policy to make sure that no one can access or share the data. Cities must also disclose if the automated plate database is hacked, and anyone whose private information is stolen can sue the city's police department.
All right, Steve, Brian Schlonsky here in the 10 News Live Center, and this just in, it's an update to breaking news, to a story we have been following since Monday. The murder-suicide in Vista. 2 victims have now been identified by friends as Travis Witt and Kimberly Williams. A friend posted this photo on social media saying that these had been her friends for 40 years. I want to take you to some video that we shot on Monday. You see police outside of this Vista home. Police say, here's what happened. Their killer also shot himself at this home. At one point, that person got into a fight with the victims, left the house, was pulled over for DUI. Then hours later, he was released. Well, police say he got a gun, killed them, and then killed himself. And now, via a friend, we know who those 2 victims are. Back to you, Kim.
Wow, thank you, Brian. New developments. A cell phone video reportedly showing a Navy commander raping a woman will be allowed as evidence in trial. A judge initially threw out the video, saying that demanding the passcode to the phone violated John Newhart's constitutional rights, even with a search warrant. But he reversed that decision, citing a rule that allows evidence if police officers thought they were following the law. Newhart faces life in prison if convicted.
A developing story. A son accused of trying to kill his 87-year-old father in his Claremont home has pleaded not guilty to attempted murder. Police say that Charles Duvall held his father down with a crowbar and spent several minutes punching him in the face last Friday. Neighbors say the attack was totally out of character.
Charlie's a great neighbor. He's always friendly, always helpful, always doing things for people.
Duvall, though, faces life in prison if he's convicted. He's been ordered to stay away from his father. And new developments. Last month's devastating storms have prompted a local emergency in San Diego. The city council unanimously approved Mayor Kevin Faulconer's declaration today. And the storm caused nearly $1.5 million in wind and flood damage. San Diego can now get financial help with repairs. And we now know the driver who died when his car was swept away during a storm in January, and he had meth in his system. Roland Phillips and 5-year-old Philip Campbell both drowned in Rainbow Creek. An autopsy report reveals that Phillips had enough meth in his system to cause confusion and anxiety. New tonight, San Diego's fire chief with a fiery response to a claim the 911 procedure nearly let someone drown over the weekend. The Lifeguards Union has criticized the fact that inland rescue calls get routed to the fire department first, claiming it causes delays in water rescues. But Fire Chief Brian Fennessy said today that recent storms prove that's not true, stating that response times have actually improved since rescue calls started getting routed to the fire department. And Fennessy adds any argument against that is, quote, a scare tactic. The war of words comes as the Lifeguards Union considers breaking away from San Diego Fire Rescue.
Good hug. I'm 10 News military reporter Hannah Mullins with touching moments as nearly 200 Marines head out to Japan for 6 months. The MCAS Miramar Squadron has already sacrificed a lot. In 2015, the squadron survived the fight against ISIS, but as they headed home, a Red Devil fell from the sky. At Major Taj Serene's memorial, they couldn't hide the heartache. They were still mourning that loss in August. Major Richard Norton was training near 29 Palms when he went down.
They will be sorely missed.
The Red Devils are heading out on their first deployment since they lost Serene. They'll execute training and combat missions, and they'll be working with F-35s. The Hornet pilots know they're doing an inherently dangerous job in an aging aircraft.
I cried a lot.
While Ainsley didn't want to say goodbye, she's proud of her Marine.
I love my uncle.
Hannah Mullins, 10 News.
New at 6 o'clock, a former defense contractor faces prison time for stealing medical equipment that was supposed to be shipped to treat injured Marines overseas. John Montano, who was hired by Camp Pendleton, admits to taking over $250,000 in items such as ventilators and defibrillators. Montano faces up to 5 years behind bars. New developments. Deported veterans are one step closer to getting free legal help. Assembly Bill 386 received near unanimous support in a committee vote today. The bill would set aside money for veterans being deported for misdemeanor crimes like marijuana possession.
It now moves on to another committee vote.
And new information reveals people with criminal backgrounds are being allowed to work in facilities that care for children, adults, and seniors. A state audit has found California doesn't review all required criminal histories before giving exemptions to become social service workers. More than 40 criminals were granted licenses last year, and there's now a push to change the state law to keep that from happening.
And new at 6, 2 toddlers are back with their families tonight after a woman spotted them wandering a busy street alone. Dolores Puga saw the 2- and 3-year-old sisters by themselves in Fresno, so she put the kids in her car and she called 911. Officers found the girl's grandmother, but Puga is shocked that no one tried helping them sooner.
Very surprised. Very surprised. I mean, and they're not like little stray puppies, you know. They're little toddlers that needed help.
No doubt the girl's uncle was supposed to be watching them, but they walked out of the house after he fell asleep.
New details on Southern California's newest music festival. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers will join Mumford & Sons in headlining Aurora Seco weekend. And the two events are being held on June 24th and 25th outside the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. Tickets start at $125 and go on sale Monday. We've posted a link on our website, 10news.com. Just click on the red television button.